I'm first going to start off by telling y'all a story, and then I'm going to tell you a personal story about me where I lost myself and I attempted to find myself and what God told me in that season. That really kept me, and it's important because this is, a lot of what I'm going to say is for somebody ultimately that's really in a season where they're transitioning. See, they're going into a new place, they're experiencing a new thing. It's really, really important. And a lot of people don't always know what to do in that season. And the good news is we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to give you some scriptures that I think will really bless you, because I want to ensure that I talk about where God is in all of this, like how he moves, what he's into when it comes to new things. It's really important. And, I pray it encourages all of us. And so, I have a friend just recently moving into a new place. As exciting as the journey is to move into a new place, it's equally uncomfortable because the old place they've been living in for so long. And because of that, it was years upon years upon years of living in this old place. And what happened was they were struggling to let go of old furniture. Anything that was really in that house, it was such a difficult journey to let it go. And, I don't know how, but we got this ministry where we be helping people move. And so I'm bringing all the guys over. I'm rallying everybody up, getting everybody amped and excited. And I said, listen, my team, we move best if you're ready to move. Like if you're ready to go, everything's in boxes. We can get it in and out. It'd be perfect. And I said, if there's anything that's miscellaneous, okay, just, be open to letting some things go. It's important that even when you move, it's such a great opportunity to throw some things away. You know what I'm saying? And watch this though. So I got there and they were just letting me know, like, they're bringing all of this old furniture, some of these old pieces, some of these old miscellaneous items to the new place. And when I looked at the old things, of course, they had some sentimental value. They had some emotional connections. There were some memories attached to these pieces of furniture. But for the most part, they were old, busted, broken, shattered, dirty. And I noticed this person had such a difficulty letting it go, despite visually that it's time, the things that they were trying to keep, that it's time for them has passed. It's clear. You see what I'm saying? It's clear. And so, watch this though. God spoke to me. He gave me such a clear vision on this person's life. And he showed me that he's getting ready to bless this person with new furniture. He's going to bless them with so much increase as he's putting his seal of approval on this new place, and that he was going to provide for them all this new stuff. But that person had to be able to let the old stuff go. Now hear me now. I didn't say nothing. I'm not one of those people that's like, God spoke to me, tell you this. I like to wait and see if it's something that I need to share, I need to pray about. I'm asking God, should I disclose this? How should I disclose this? Really make sure I have the tone and the posture and the heart of God before I communicate this message to anybody, because people really need to make decisions. And if you don't have that access to that person's life, and I got access to this person, even still, you really want to make sure you're hearing from God clearly before you just either give people advice, tell people what to do, because it can get very tricky, but I don't want to get into that. So I didn't say nothing. I'm watching the person. I said, listen, I said my friend's name. I said, yo, like, I think it's time to let it go. Like, you're moving into a whole new place. You're in transition. I know it's scary. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it feels weird. I know you don't know what's coming next. I know you feel like you're losing a lot, but remember, you're gaining so much more in this new place, in this new thing. What God is doing in your life is so beautiful. But despite all the new that was coming, despite all the beauty that was coming, despite all the progress this person was making, the old, the familiar, the memories was so, it held so much more weight than the importance of the new thing. This is critical. And I'm watching the person as they're struggling to throw away things. I recognize people's issue is not so much with letting go of the past. They really do want to let it go. They want to believe for the best in the future. They want to have hope for the future. But the reality is, I'm learning, you don't have to let it go haphazardly or just surprisingly, but you can bury your memories properly. I took that person's hand and I said, listen, lay your hands on this furniture. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Remember all the memories. Now settle in your heart. It's time to let it go. Once the person did that, they had such a strength to finally say, it's time. And then I felt the release to just tell them what God has shown me. And what's so beautiful is God showed me, see, so many people hold on to the old things